Hello, my darling friends. Welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to have y'all here. If you are visiting for the very first time or new to my channel, welcome. It's very nice to meet you. And if you're returning, welcome back. It's good to see you again. Y'all, we are going to have so much fun today. We are going to be creating some of these really darling Valentine's candles. These candles are so fun. They're creative, they're whimsical, they're playful, and they will just make darling little gifts for your very special Valentine, or you could even use them for your February home decor. I would like to thank Rose Forever for sponsoring today's video. I will share a little bit more about them with y'all in just a bit. So for right now though, we are going to get started working on our candles. I'm very excited to share this project with y'all. So without further ado, let's go create some candles. Okay, y'all, so for today's projects, we are going to be using several of these cute little silicone molds that I have here, and I will have the link to all of these molds listed in the description box for y'all, and they are also available on my website. Okay, so we're going to be using this really cute ice cream scoop mold, this cookie mold. This cookie mold can be used for sugar cookies. You could use it to make chocolate chip cookies, or the sky's the limit, I think. You could use this to make any kind of cookie. And then we've got some cute little snickerdoodles. That's what I was trying to think of. Sometimes my brain, I tell you. Then we've got this cute little rose. We've got some fun conversation hearts, these cute little envelopes. I've also got just some regular hearts that we'll be using. And then we've got this fun mold to make macaroons, so we'll be using that as well. And then I've got these berry ones. This is a blueberry and this is a raspberry, because we're going to be making some cute little ice cream sundae candles. So these are all the molds, and don't forget, I will have the link to all of these listed in my description box for you. Okay guys, let's get started.
The first thing that we need to do to get started with our candles is gather up some supplies. We've already got all of our molds together, but now we need to get our candle wax and our melting pots all gathered. And for these molds, I'm going to be using these teeny weeny tiny little melting pots. And I do have a big pot on my burner on a low temperature that's already got a whole bunch of melted wax, so that I can just transfer from the big pot to my little pots. I just think that's going to be the easiest way to go forward with this project. So now I've got some wax into my pots. And my wax right now is at about 150 degrees, and I am using Soy wax for all of our candles today. So at about 150, I can go ahead and add the coloring and then my scent. And for this one, I'm using a chocolate. It's called cocoa, and it smells very chocolatey, like a true chocolate. Oh, it's so delicious. I wish y'all could smell this, because it definitely makes me want chocolate. So after I get the scent and the coloring into my wax here, I'm just going to give them all a really good stir. And I'm going to go ahead and mix up 2 of these, or maybe even 3, so that I just have them, because I want to do some different colors in our molds here. So here I think I'm just doing a blueberry one, or no, I did a fruity one and made it an orange color. So I'm going to go ahead and start filling up our little ice cream cone, or our ice cream scoop molds here. And oh my gosh, y'all, I love these molds. I think they are just so fun. I can't wait to see how these turn out. So I had just enough wax in my little mini pot here to fill up 2 of our ice cream scoops. So with the remainder of the wax, I'm going to start filling some of our smaller molds, because we don't want any of that wax to go to waste. So with this particular one, I'm just going to start making some of these cute little envelopes. And then with my second color here, which is actually blueberry, I thought it was fruity, but it is a blueberry. So I used blueberry cobbler scent for these ones. And I'm going to go ahead and pour some blueberries, and then we'll pour into the raspberry mold, but we're going to make them blackberries. And these molds, y'all, oh my gosh, they're so tiny, and you have to pour so slow and so carefully as to not overflow the mold. So an idea that I did have, if you are struggling to pour your wax into this teeny tiny mold, because it does take a pretty steady hand, which I don't normally have, so I'm actually kind of surprised at myself that I pulled this off so smoothly. But you could use an eyedropper to do this. Just squeeze some wax into your eyedropper, and then that might help you pour it more easily into the mold. So I'm going to go ahead with some of my excess wax here and start filling up some of these macaroons. I'm kind of excited to see how these ones are going to look when we demold them as well. And then, because I still had some excess wax and we're not going to waste anything, I'm going to start filling up some of these mini hearts in this little mini heart mold so we can make some tiny little mini heart wax melts. Here I've gone ahead and mixed a third color to make a couple more just fun fruity ice cream scoop flavors. So I'm just filling up a few more of these ice cream scoop molds here with some different colors. And then I thought, because I had, again, a little extra, it's really hard to measure the wax precisely when you're working with molds like this, which is why I keep some just kind of keep some wax continuously melted on my burner, and then I can come in with these smaller pots and just fill them, and it kind of does help eliminate some waste. But I had that flower mold too, so I made some flowers, and now I've got another color that we're going to go ahead and fill up some of these cute little conversation heart molds. One thing I did want to mention to y'all as well is that before I pour my wax, I do make sure that it is cooled to about 125 to 100 degrees. If you pour it too hot, you get sinking and some sinkholes and divots in your wax, and we don't want that. Okay, y'all, so for the last mold here, I'm going to make a chocolate chip cookie. So I've put some little tiny round wax melts in the bottom, and then I'll just fill this cookie mold, and then we can move on to demolding these, which I am so excited about, y'all. This part has me just excited because I have a feeling this is going to be so satisfying. So the first thing we're going to do is demold our blueberries, and oh my gosh, already right out of the gate, I just think these are going to be so darling. Okay, can we just take a moment to appreciate the satisfaction here? Oh gosh, y'all, look how cute these are. It is amazing to me how intricate these molds are. I mean, I don't even know how they are made, but it is amazing to me how intricate. I mean, these really truly did look like little blueberries. I do wish the color would have been just a little bit deeper. So that's something to keep in mind as well, is I probably could have added a little bit more colorant to my wax to get a little more deeper purple. But oh gosh, look at the raspberries. Oh, they are well, blackberries in this case, but they're turning out just as cute. Aren't these just darling? I'm really excited to use these to embellish some of our candles. So we're going to make some ice cream sundaes in just a little bit with some of our candles, and these will be perfect for that. But you could also package these really cute and just use them for wax melts. So here is the flowers. This is the white ones that I poured, and these ones didn't come out quite as quite as good as I wanted them to. The mold on this was really shallow and they just didn't turn out quite as good. However, our roses, these turned out absolutely gorgeous. Look at the detail in this. I think these turned out absolutely beautiful. I really love the roses, and I kind of wish that I would have poured a whole bunch more of these, but I actually only poured just these 3. So next time I make candles, I will definitely be sure and make more of the roses because they really did turn out beautiful. All right, let's demold our hearts now. Demolding our hearts. That did sound a little bit funny. Oh, I think these turned out absolutely darling too. And I love that we have a really big variety of colors for these. I have such a fun idea for our little hearts. We're going to use some in our bigger ice cream sundae candles, but then I also have a fun way that we can package these to give as gifts later. Let's demold our conversation hearts now. And oh gosh, y'all, these are so cute. Look how perfectly detailed the little lettering on these is. I'm just amazed at this. This just really amazes me. These molds are a fantastic invention, and there's so many different things you could do with these. I love this so much. These molds are just, I'm having too much fun. This has just been a super fun project for me. I think our little envelopes have turned out darling as well. I know I keep saying that, y'all, but they're all just making me feel so happy. This is just such a satisfying part of this project. The only weird thing that happened here with my little envelopes is some of the pigmentation from the colorant that I used separated in some of these, and it gave it just a weird look. But then at the end of the day, I was kind of like, oh, well, that's all right, because it just kind of makes them look a little bit more vintage and aged. Okay, so now we can demold our macaroons. And while we are demolding these, I do want to just take a second to let y'all know that after I poured every single one of these molds, I let all of these set up. Some of them took about 6 to 8 hours, and some of them took about 12 to 14 hours. So I just kind of poured all of them in one day and then let them set overnight. So this is the next day that I am demolding all of these. All right, so the macaroons were a little bit disappointing to me. I feel like they needed multiple colors, and so we're just gonna go with what we have. But now let's talk about these ice cream scoops. Oh my gosh, y'all, these are amazing. I am floored here. This has just got me feeling so excited. They truly do look like a real ice cream scoop. The texture in this is just amazing. This is so fun for me, and I cannot wait to use these to embellish some of our candles. Alrighty, y'all. So now we are going to move on to pouring some candles into a variety of vessels that I have here. And this cute one that I'm doing now is a cute little heart-shaped dish that I found at Hobby Lobby, and it was on sale for like 50% off. So I got it fairly cheap. It might have been like, I think it was $3, y'all. So I picked that up because I thought it would be a perfect little candle. Then these glass bowls that I'm using here, I actually got these at Dollar Tree, and I picked up several of them because I knew these would be wonderful vessels for doing these candles. And these are the ones that we are going to turn into our cute little ice cream sundae candles. These are just going to be so fun. I can hardly wait. So here I'm just going ahead and pouring all of my wax into them, and my wax is at about 125 degrees here. Actually, this might have been closer to about 115 degrees when I poured this into these vessels. And then I have these really cute little jars that I also found at Dollar Tree and thought these would make darling candles. So I'm going to go ahead and just place my wick in it. And I wanted to show y'all really quick that I'm using a wick setter, and I found this on Candle Science, and I will have the link to their website in my description box for y'all. I buy almost all, like 99% of my candle making supplies come from Candle Science. And this wick setter is a wonderful tool for getting your wick perfectly centered in these smaller vessels. So I just wanted to show you really quick how that works. So I've now got the wick set in there, and you can see how perfectly centered it is in the vessel. And it is important to get your wicks as centered in your vessel, as centered as you possibly can, so that you get an even melting. So now we will go ahead and just start filling up some of our vessels with our wax. And I have scented these all in a variety of different scents, but I did not color these ones because I just wanted them to be the natural white color to look more like a vanilla ice cream.
Again, I would like to thank Rose Forever for sponsoring today's video. Y'all, they were so sweet, so kind to send me this beautiful product, and I am excited to share this with y'all. These roses are gorgeous. They came in this beautiful box. It's got this fun little drawer. I think that it would be so much fun to fill this up with your special someone's favorite Valentine's candies. If I'd have had some, that's exactly what I would have done. These roses are so pretty. They're so luxurious. And when I opened them, I was just so impressed with how they feel fresh picked. However, y'all, these roses have been preserved, but they still have that beautiful fresh picked feel to them. Rose Forever preserves their roses with special oils so that you can know when you purchase this product, it is completely non-toxic. They're preserved naturally, and all of their products are also 100% vegan. They have sent me a discount code. If y'all are interested in purchasing some of these roses for your special Valentine, they sent me a special discount code just for you that is good for 30 days. And y'all can find that discount code down in my description box.
I also wanted to show y'all their website because they have such a beautiful variety of roses to choose from. So y'all be sure and head on over to Rose Forever and check out their gorgeous rose products. Our next candle making adventure here is going to be one that I have never ever tried before. So I am doing this for the first time with y'all. We are going to attempt to make some pillar candles. So I found these molds on Amazon. I'll have the link in the description box for y'all. Then I just set my wicks in each one of them, and I'm using these wick holders to keep the wicks centered and so that they stay in place when you pour the wax. And then I am using a paraffin palm wax blend to create these because the wax is a little bit harder and sets harder. So I think it'll be a good wax for pillar candles, because most of my candles I use soy wax, but for these ones I'm using the paraffin palm wax blend. So we will see how these turned out. Okay, so I have let these set for about 20 hours. And now we're going to unveil these. We'll see how this goes. First, I'm just not going to lie. It was a little challenging getting these out of the mold. I was able to roll the mold down over the top of this to get it out on some of them, but on some of them I had to just kind of push from the bottom, kind of like you can see I'm doing here. So the moment of truth, y'all, I feel like this one turned out absolutely perfect. We got a perfect pour on this. The wick is a little tiny bit off center, but I'm not actually going to burn these. These are going to be for decorative use only for this particular project. However, some of these I didn't get a very good pour on them. Like this one I had to double pour, and I'll show you how to do that in just a moment, because this is what happened to me. So I poured my wax a little too hot, and this is what I mean by getting sinking, and you get divots and you get sinkholes when you pour your wax too hot. And I had never worked with paraffin wax before, so I wasn't sure of the pouring temperature. And I learned by making these ones that the pouring temperature for these ones is about 150 to 145 to 150. Okay, so I do have a fix for this. I'm going to go ahead and put these back in the molds, and then I'm just going to top these off with some much cooler temperatured wax, and then I will let that set up, and then we can go ahead and demold these and see if our little trick here worked. Okay, y'all, so I let these fully set up, and now we can go ahead and demold them for the second time. And I do feel like they turned out so much better. However, I will say that when I topped these off, I used my tried and true Soy wax to do this. And so you can see the color variation here. The paraffin wax is definitely more of a bright white, where the Soy wax has more of a creamy white color. However, I feel like for our first attempt, these turned out pretty good. All right, y'all, let's have some fun here. We have been working so hard to create all of our molded wax shapes and our candles that now I think it's time to move on to the best part of all, and we're going to start embellishing our candles. So I'm going to start out with the grand finale by making our ice cream sundaes. So I'm going to go ahead and place our ice cream scoops in these, and I will tell you that when I did this, I topped my little bowls of ice cream off with a tiny, small, thin layer of wax, because you want it to be just to the point where it's almost set, but not fully set before you start adding in your embellishments. And I really hope that made sense for y'all. But if you have questions about that, feel free to ask me in the comments below. So now we're just going to go ahead, have fun. We're going to play. We're going to start adding all kinds of fun embellishments to these to create some really darling ice cream sundae candles. I am having way too much fun here, y'all. So to the ice cream sundaes, I've just been adding, of course, a couple of scoops. The main attraction to our ice cream sundaes is obviously the ice cream. And then I've just come in with some of our berry molds and some of the flowers and some of the little hearts. And I just play and I just place things here and there, just whatever feels right, whatever looks good to you. Just do you, customize these to your liking. This is all about you and your project and making it to fit you and your style. These turned out really cute though, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, I love these. This just makes me feel pretty darn giddy. All right, y'all, let's build one more ice cream sundae together because I can't seem to stop myself. I am having so much fun here. I think this is probably one of my favorite projects in a while. This is one of those projects that just truly at the end of the day left me feeling so happy and so satisfied. So I really, really hope that y'all will try to do this on your own as well. Try to make some candles. Don't try, just do it. Get out there and just make some candles for yourself, because y'all, you will feel so good and so proud once you've created just these darling candles. I mean, how could you not? Look how cute these are. Okay, y'all, so for this candle, we'll take things down a little notch and make this one a little more simple. No less cute, just a little more simple. So we're going to take our cute little chocolate chip wax cookie that we made, and we're going to just set this right on top of the candle. So to do this, I'm using my little flower. This is like a cake decorating thing or a cookie decorating cake thing, or to make flowers. And I thought it would be perfect for putting a hole in the center of this. So I just heated it up with my lighter here, and it just made it poke right through that wax, just like butter. So I poked it right through here to get a hole right in the center of this so that we can place this right over the wick of our cute little ice cream bowl here. So we'll just have a simple bowl of ice cream with a chocolate chip cookie on top. Oh, how cute is this? Okay, I really love this one. This one might actually be one of my top 3 favorites of all of our candles that we made. So, okay, y'all, so I'm gonna go ahead and come in and just start trimming our wixes, our wicks on the candles. And I am trimming these to about 1 inch so that they're just about maybe 3/4 of an inch to 1 inch tall. However, when you're ready to burn them, you might need to trim them down just a little bit more. So let's finish off our embellishments by adding just a little bit of detail to our pillar candles because I just felt like they were looking a little plain and needed a little something something. So I just came in with some jute cording, wrapped it around the candles, and then I'm going to add just a couple of fun little embellishments. And I found these cute little charms in the scrapbooking section at Hobby Lobby, and I thought they would be perfect to dangle from our candles. So for this one, I just tied a knot at the end to secure the jute in there. And then I'm using a cute little gourd pin to attach it because the jute was too thick to get through this cute little arrow. So I just pinned it on, and look at how cute this is. I just think this is darling. It makes a really fun embellishment to this candle. So I'm just going to do this same thing. I'm going to repeat the same process to the rest of our pillars. Oh, I think these are so cute. I actually really love these ones. I love the simplicity. They're just very charming to me. I think these turned out real cute. So I added charms to 3 of these, and then for the other 2 pillars, I just simply wrapped some jute around them. I think I like just the simplicity of the jute as well. I think this just makes a really cute candle, and it just adds a little extra something something to these pillars. All right, y'all, let's talk packaging. So if you're planning to give these as gifts, I think packaging is a very important part of this. So for our cute little mini heart wax melts, I found this darling little gumball machine canister trinket of sorts at Hobby Lobby, and I thought it would be perfect for these mini wax melts. So I just filled this whole thing with a variety of colors, and these are all also scented with a variety of scents. So that is something to keep in mind when you are creating your candles, is to make sure that you combine scents that play well together, mix well together, and blend well together, because you do want this to be a pleasant smell on the senses. So for our remaining mini wax melts, I thought these cute little silk sachet bags would be perfect. And this is kind of like a single serve, if you will, for your favorite melting pot. So each one of these little sachets is enough to fill up one melting pot, unless you have a ginormous one, and then you might need 2 of them. But isn't this just sweet? I loved these ones. I thought this was a sweet way to just kind of finish off the extras that you might have. So for our cookies, these cookies are my favorite, y'all. I love the cookies. And I did make a whole bunch of these, which I don't think I showed a lot of this on camera, but I love the cookies a lot. And they fit perfect in this melting pot that I had. This is kind of a mini melting pot, so these cookies, just keep that in mind. The cookies are a perfect shape for that. And I thought it would be fun to just package these as a cookie stack. I also think it's kind of fun to personalize your gifts. So as I was creating this cute little cookie stack, I packaged them in cookie bags, and I found my cookie bags at Walmart. And then I just printed off some of these really cute tags that says what's in the package with some simple directions, and then made with love by Alecia. So I think it's kind of fun to just create some personalized little tags to go with your packaging. Oh my gosh, y'all, I really love these cookie wax melts. I think these are so fun. I just think they're sweet. Y'all are going to have to let me know what you think of these ones down below. I think they're one of my favorites from the melts that we've made today. All right, y'all, so for our last remaining wax melts, I thought it would be fun to package them in these cute little burlap bags. And I found these burlap bags on Amazon, so I will have the link to them for y'all in my description box. So I went into my Cricut design space and just created this fun little decal to iron on, and I'm using some iron-on, just regular old black iron-on vinyl to create this. I cut it out, pressed it onto these, let it cool for a little while, and then I peel back my carrier paper. And then after I peel back the carrier paper, I kind of burnish them down just a little bit with my finger. I just use my finger to do this just to make sure that they are really well adhered. One thing to keep in mind when you are doing an iron-on transfer like this is to put some parchment paper inside your bag. This will prevent the bag from gluing itself together, because obviously we want this to open and be a bag for our wax melts. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill each of these bags with some of our conversation hearts and our cute little envelope wax melts that we created. I have really enjoyed creating all these fun candle creations with y'all today. This has been so much fun for me. I have been really obsessed with candle making lately, especially molded candle shapes. So this has just been fun for me, and I hope that y'all have really enjoyed this as much as I have.
Oh gosh, y'all, I have had a blast creating these candles with y'all today. I can't pick a favorite. They are all my favorite, each and every one of them. I love them all so much, and I'm so excited to give these as gifts. In fact, I'm so excited to give these as gifts that I would like to send a couple of these to one or two of you. So all you have to do to enter to win one of these candles from me is leave a comment down below in the comments section, and I will do a drawing probably on Friday of next week. So 1 week from today, I will do a drawing, and if I draw your name, I will reach out to you and be happy to send you one of our candles from today. This has been so much fun. I hope that all of y'all enjoyed this just as much as I did. Thank you again so much for being here today with me, friends. I love our time together so much, and I always hate it when it comes to an end. But the good news is we will be back again next week. So until then, y'all take care, and I will see you soon. Bye. thank you again, Rose Forever, for sponsoring today's video. Y'all don't forget to check the description box for your discount code off of some of these lovely roses.